She was just 15, they filmed it and still walked free. 3 men groomed and sexually abused a 15-year-old girl in the back of a van. Despite the horror, all 3 walked free. It was a summer day in Rivington, Lancashire, in a quiet beauty spot near Bolton. But inside a parked white van, 3 men were carrying out a sickening plan. Their victim was just 15 years old. What followed was horrific and live-streamed for others to see. They had started grooming the girl back in 2015. She was only a child then. Curious, vulnerable, and looking for a connection, but on the other side of her screen weren't other children her age, but grown men. Callum Hesketh was the ringleader. He led her in with messages, video calls, and flattery. And over time, he introduced her to 2 friends, Linfoot and Thomas Rae. When she agreed to meet them, she didn't know she was walking into a trap. As soon as they collected her, they started offering her alcohol, despite knowing she was just 15. In the back of that van, the abuse escalated quickly. The van was parked out of sight, but what they were doing wasn't private. Hesketh pulled out a phone and started live streaming the assault, disgustingly captioning it "gangbang out here." As the girl was sexually assaulted by Hesketh and Linfoot, Thomas Rae arrived. Without hesitation, he pulled down his little pants and exposed himself, then orally her. In the footage, all 3 seemed calm, confident, and almost proud of themselves. The girl couldn't scream. Shock and alcohol had left her frozen. The footage, now evidence, showed everything. Bravely, she came forward later, her courage breaking open the entire cage. What followed was a years-long investigation by Manchester Greater Police. The officers were left horrified. The evidence chat logs, the images, and that live footage left no doubt. At Liverpool Crown Court in 2025, all 3 men pleaded guilty. Linfoot and Thomas Rae were both charged with having sexual activity with a child under the age of 16. Callum Hesketh was charged with inciting sexual activity with a child under 16, as well as making sexual images of a child. And yet, in a shocking decision that left so many stunned, all 3 were allowed to walk free. All 3 were sentenced with 11 months in prison, suspended for 12 months, meaning they won't spend a night in prison as long as they don't break their order. The men were smirking. They were smug as they left court. Imagine that. Being smug that you got away with the rape of a 15-year-old child. It's just another example of when a justice system fails the victim. One constable said all 3 men knew what they're doing, but knowing what they're doing just wasn't enough to put them behind bars. For the victim, the trauma continues. Long after the abuse has ended, the emotional scars still remain. For the public, one question remains. How can 3 men be charged with recording the rape of a child and not go to prison? The outrage that's been left behind isn't just about what was done, it's about what wasn't. I'm Emoji, and you've been listening to Told.